There's a thin line between protecting their environment and doing absolutely ridiculous things like gluing yourself to the asphalt on the street. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about environmental activists over in Europe, specifically UK and Germany, and the different responses that the police have to the so-called activists in different countries. Now, before I even get into it, I just want to say shout out to the environment. I love trees and water and nature and stuff like that. I don't think we should just dump garbage on the ground or in the water. However, there's a thin, maybe not so thin, kind of a big line between protecting their environment in a rational way, like not dumping toxic waste into your drinking water, and then doing things like blocking the road because you don't want to have gas guzzlers driving or for any other dumb reason like that. Now, I got a few videos here. The first one you saw some of at the beginning, but then we're going to look at the responses to these so-called protesters, activists, or whatever you want to call them. They want to block the road, and they are sometimes allowed to stay, and sometimes they're not allowed to stay. But first things first, let's get into the first video here of your man gluing himself to the ground. Now, I think this might be in Poland somewhere. Y'all let me know the way that the police uniform is, the way it's spelled, Polizei. I'm thinking that's Italy, Poland. I'm not really sure. Y'all let me know in the comments below. So you can see there's a bunch of tools right here because the guy, he glued himself to the actual street. You can see the road right there. It's a straight asphalt. He's in the middle of the road. Now, I don't know if it's a busy intersection or interstate or whatever's going on, but he's somewhere out on the road, sitting Indian style, looking silly with a high-vis vest on, okay? And he has his hand glued to the actual ground. And they got all these tools to try and get him up out of it. They got these grinders, and I see like a sledgehammer right there. They got a little bit of everything to get this idiot off of the ground. You just chilling like ain't nothing going on. Look at this. I mean, imagine this. Imagine walking around with that on your hand. How will his hand get free from that? Like, how does that really, are they going to have to like carve him out of that? Will it still be pieces of the asphalt on your fingertips? Like, how are you going to just live life like that? My man put cement shoes on his own wrist. That's crazy. Look at this. Completely ridiculous. It's like, look, man, if I'm an officer, y'all do not pay me enough to do with stuff like this. Y'all not giving me enough salary to do with these nut jobs. This redhead, what's your man, Carrot Top, Kathy Griffin looking character, sitting Indian style. Y'all don't pay me enough to do with this kind of stuff, okay? Send this man back to Ireland, wherever he came from. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now, before we get into the German police, let's look at the police over in UK. So you see the situation here. Okay, you have these people from Just Stop Oil, no promotion, I'm just saying this is who they are. They are protesting people that use oil, I suppose, which is so dumb. I'll explain why it's dumb beyond the obvious in a minute. So my man's right here. This is like a regular civilian trying to get this nut off of the road, which is the right thing to do. Okay, look, you got UPS trucks. You got all kind of trucks right here. You might be on the main road, interstate, something like that. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. I might be having a doctor's appointment. I might have to go to the hospital, picking up the youngins, picking up Meemaw from her doctor's appointment. Whatever's going on, I got to be somewhere, and you're in the way. So, yeah, get off the road. And you see the police right there just hanging out, chilling, like it ain't nothing going on. They got their back turned on the situation. So they're pretty much allowing it to happen. So then he's going to pick up the guy, the so-called protester, off the ground. And keep your eyes on my man right here with the high-vis pants on and the gray hoodie with the black shoes. He's trying to do the Lord's work. And then see what the police do to him. The police are grabbing this guy up. They're grabbing the hero up. Like, what's going on? So they wouldn't be all hands on and rough with him. What about those who are blocking the road? You can't get the road clear? Shouldn't that be your job as a police out there in UK? I mean, this is crazy. This is totally crazy. And, you know, this should not be going on. Why is he getting arrested? Arrest those that are out there on the road doing what they're doing. My man's right here recording it. Of course, we're going to record it. And I wonder how many of these people from the Just Stop Oil movement have their cell phones. That's what I wanted to get to. That's the reason why it's dumb. I'm going to keep playing this in the background with the sound off so you can just see what's happening. But I wonder if they have all their cell phones and they have this vests and everything. I can almost guarantee you with, I say 95% accuracy that all of what they have on and what they're using, their cell phones, recording equipment, whatever, it came from China. How did it get from Beijing, China to London, UK? You tell me. Okay, obviously you're dealing with big ships and planes and trains and all kind of coal and whatnot. The factory where your iPhone was produced, how did it get the rare earth minerals in there? All type of mining and whatnot that's very harmful to the environment. Okay, you're talking about they're blowing up tops of mountains. They're doing all type of things that harm the environment. But as long as you don't see it right in front of you, it's fine. It's easy to be right here in UK, blocking the traffic, talking about Just Stop Oil. But all the things you have, all your clothing, your cell phones, everything was produced with oil in some kind of way. Okay, plastic, petroleum, oil product. Having things brought from point A to point B, oil products. All oil products, dirty stuff, coal, all of that. It's totally fine as long as you don't see it, right? That's kind of what's going on. And here these morons are just hanging out. My man's right here trying to get by on the bike. At a certain point, like, what are the police even there for? What are they there for? To protect the protesters? To keep the road blocked? I don't understand what's really going on. And they still locking my man up. Okay, it's totally nuts. Now, let's go to another clip. Now, this is Germany. And the police are not playing any games. See my man coming in hot. Coming in hot from the left-hand side. All right, you already see what's going on now. Let's check it out. Yeah, get up out of here. Get up out of here, ASAP. We're not playing no games in Germany. Okay. Hey, man, some of that fighting spirit is still there within them. Get up out of here. Yeah, and it's just so simple. And the traffic is clear and ain't no problems. See, this video was not a critique of police. This video was a critique of different countries in Europe and how they handled the problem. All right. It's like a training exercise, won't it? My man came in hot, like they coordinated it perfect, ran up on them, wasted no time. It took them like 3 seconds to clear that whole thing up. You don't have to have no civilians involved. They should be doing that. So yeah, shout out to the German police for handling it the right way. UK police, take a few notes. Okay, take some tips and tricks from your German counterparts. All right. But that's it right there. If you want to see those videos in full without my commentary and whatnot, y'all know what to do. Links in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio. Go to the corresponding article on the website. But as I close, I want to say this. Again, shout out to the environment. I have no beef with the environment. I think we should keep our drinking water and whatnot clean and our food. We shouldn't be pumping our animals full of all kind of drugs or whatnot that we consume. We shouldn't be getting food from Beijing, Shanghai, wherever, somewhere in China, and some dirty, ridiculous, disgusting, polluted water. I'm all for protecting the environment in that way. However, doing things like this, you're just getting in the way. You're just a nuisance. Get off the road. Get off the ground. Let me drive by. All right, you might not like gasoline, but guess what? You use it every day. How do you get from point A to point B? Which y'all get in the car together. You go on the train. any kind of way you're getting from point A to point B is using some kind of thing that was either created with oil or directly consumes it. It is what it is. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about these protests over in Europe? The one you saw in UK with the police protecting the so-called protesters, and then the one in Germany where the police, they came in, super fire truck, red hot, cleared the scene, 3 seconds, it was over with. And how about my man at the beginning? I'm not sure if that was Poland or wherever that was. We had his hand glued to the actual asphalt on the ground. They got all kind of grinders and jackhammers and sledgehammers to get him off of that, but he still had a big chunk of the asphalt on his hand. Like, how is that going to get removed? But whatever your thoughts are on those videos, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I support protecting the environment in a common sense way. All right. I'm not going to dump complete garbage into the water that I drink. That didn't make any sense. I'm not going to have a glass of water and put trash in it and then drink it. So why would I do that at the source? All right. But you're talking about carbon emission and stuff like that and climate change. Now you're getting into the land of fantasy. You're getting into the Al Gore, Greta Thunberg grift. It ain't nothing but a grift. It's not really real, because all you do with that is just offshore that same CO2 emission, the same so-called pollution, the same air particulates. All you do is offshore that to a different country. That's all you do. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.